Will show us now. This is the result of the casting of the ground floor that was done last evening, and now there's a preparation of walling the casted floor. And you can see the sunken living room. And again, at the end of it, you see the sunken laundry room. There it is. That's what it is. It was finished last night. It was very dark. I couldn't be able to take pictures because it was very dark. The people who worked very hard. And this is the laundry room. Still sunken, as you can see it. Continue watching and see the next step. Good morning, my viewers, wherever you are. This is the early morning in Kenya, Super Highway Estate, Juja, where I vlog from. We continue the floor that was casted yesterday, last night. Ended up very late at night, and this morning is starting with putting the wall in place. And as I showed you in the earlier videos 5 months ago, it's a process. It's usually very fast. Within 2 days, the walling must be complete, if not by that day. But most likely it goes only for a day. Thank you very much to Frederick from Super Highway Estate, from that where I vlog from. I love you so much for your followership. Together we are now. I'm a full YouTuber partner, and this year is very bright, and I hope much more will be achieved this year. And I thank you so much for following, and I know you will continue following me. Thank you, my good people. Thank you very much. I know you will follow me and go on liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Subscription are still coming in, but a big number of people who watches me from the analysis, they are non-subscribers. Only 30% who are subscribers who sees me. 70% are not decided to subscribe to me. So please, my good people, wherever you are, I hope you are going to subscribe. My good people, wherever you are. Thank you so much for your fellowship. Thank you. Let's now, what they are doing there, they are cutting the dam course. That will be put on at the every wall that will be constructed here. Thank you very much for following. Let's continue to see what's going on here. Here we see the work going on. They are cutting strips to be used as the dam course from where the wall will start from the slab. They are removing the trappers that were used to make sure they have that concrete in place that has been given just few hours to cure, and they expect it to cure as they continue building this house. It's wonderful. 4 bedrooms, very spacious house, executive, flat roofed Maisonette. That's how we are going, and we are going to see the work starting honestly, because here is the engineer. He's a man who supervises very many sites, and he wakes up very early in the morning. He has finished supervising others, and now he's here to set the walls in position. So, my good people, here they have improvised how to cut this polyethylene paper into strips. So they are using the string, and as you can see, using the string, pulling it on the fold, and you can see how it is easy and convenient to cut the strips. The other thing that I want to inform you is that the workers here you see on the site, they come from all over East Africa. They are both male and female. And Kenya is a place where many foreigners come to seek employment, especially this kind of work. Most of our youth don't do this work, but we get people from Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania, and Burundi who comes here. And even as far as DRC Congo, those people who speak Kiswahili or English are able to get employment in our country here, Kenya. And you can see now the strips are being placed on the place, and from there the cement, the mortar will be placed, and then the quarry stones, or rather the machine cut stones be put in place. That's the mortar being prepared here. The sand has been put, and from there they have to put the cement, and it will be easy now to make mortar and distribute it, because it's inside the casted floor. So you can see, my good people, there is the engineer directing the work that will be done today. More materials have been brought, because what was here yesterday was used up. You had a bigger heap of ballast there. It's no more. There were 2 heaps here of sand, but you can see where the people are standing. There is sand which was brought this morning. So my friends, you can see the heap of sand, and here they are clearing the remnant of ballast, because after the downpour it was covered by mud, and that is the lorry that have just offloaded the sand that's being used now. So you can see, my good people, you can see the damp-proof polythene strips have been laid along the lines where the stones will be put, and they are doing it all around the house. My good people, this is the place where they will be making the mortar, and cement has been brought, and in the language of the site they call it the kitchen, where they are cooking the mortar. That's just mixing the sand, cement and water, and it's the analogy of like cooking food. The ingredient that you use to cook food is similar to the one they are using here. The cement, sand and water, and that is the mortar, and they start the working of building the walls of this magnificent house, flat roofed house. And now they are bringing stones. Remember, here it's a labor intensive work here done in Kenya. So the people, herdsmen, usually bring the materials, and while those people with the white hats, or what we call food here, or masons wait for everything to be put in place, and then they start constructing the walls. Let's continue and see what's happening here on this site. So you can see the heaps of cement. From there, they will start mixing it so that it is homogeneous, and that there will be no patches of cement without sand, or sand parts without cement. So they must be done. You can see them spreading. Then they will turn it around, just like we do powdering food or preparing ugali until it is homogeneous. If not, the result will not be so good. The house will have cracks, and they must avoid that. Let's continue, see what's happening. See how they do the mixing. Make sure the mortar is homogeneous, and that will produce very good results of the wall that are going to be constructed here. Rory got stuck. It's a big problem here. The rory got stuck because of the downpour. There was a lot of downpour last night. Almost the half of the night up to morning, it was raining. Mixing continues until it is homogeneous. As you can see now, there are some patches of cement that can be seen. It must be mixed until no single content of either side or cement is visible. Without a mix, the satisfaction of the engineer. So they have reached the stones that are going to be used for construction of the walls. Everything here done manually to give everybody a chance, as many as possible, to earn a living. So they arrange stones in heaps, so that when they start the work of constructing, it will go seamlessly. The lady is carrying stone using her head, and see how comfortable she is. From the region they have come from, they use the heads to carry loads. Now this one here, she's just using her hand to carry it on the shoulder, just like the men are doing. Yeah. You can see that. You see the head once again. The lady is using her head to carry these stones. So the last ingredient, that is what has been put there. They made a big hole in the center of the mixture of the sand and cement, and now they are forming the mortar. That water and they continue using it by and by, as you can see it. As can be noted, only a smaller part they are putting water, the rest remain, and they will keep on adding according to the need. So they start with a little bit of mortar out of the prepared sand and cement, and they continue adding or putting water according to the need of the masons. Right now the masons are preparing to start working, and there are several of them, and as we can see, they're just receiving the stones, ready to commence walls. People now, the setting of the stones to build the wall has started, and you can see he's putting the mortar, placing it on the dumpy course strip. You can see the other one who will be doing that side of the wall. It's also preparing it. See the placing of the first stone. The first stone, as you can see, make sure it is perpendicular. And then you have to put the first stone and the last stone. The first stone is still measure to make sure it's perpendicular and set, and again it should be straight. The straight line between this and the other stone. So they set at the end of the wall, and each end of the wall, they set the first stone. You can see he's making sure it is perpendicular. It doesn't bend in any way. The last one again, he is using the water pipe again to make sure the height are the same both sides. At the other end, stone and this stone, they are of the same height. And these first stones to be set are the most important. They determine whether the house will be balanced or not, and they must do it for every other stone. Again, then they make sure it is so it is of the same height again, and that will be done to all the stones that are being set. The level, ensure the level. Is setting until all stones are of the same height on that wall, and from there it will be easy to continue.
Haya nipe. Hapo.
They are setting to make sure they are all of the same height.
Hapo. Ngoja. Nipe. Hapo. Sasa. Ngoja niweke kwa utieno. Yako iko chini, ongeza moto.
This process will continue all around the house to make everything is on the same height. So, and again the angle is 90 degrees, is perpendicular to the floor. That's what's done. They are using water. And imagine now from one corner to the other one, they are able to get the level of the first course. Again, they are also make sure it is perpendicular. After disturbing it, make sure it is still perpendicular. As you can see, the string is tied from one end to the next end to ensure that the stones will be parallel and of the same height in that particular course. And this is what is done. This is the setting, and it is the most important and a bit time consuming. Otherwise, from there, everything will go on fast and smoothly. As you can see, my good friends, they are using architectural design and specification to ensure everything goes as per the design and the drawings by architecture. Measurements must be checked and followed to the letter. You see now they have got a measure, a tape measure, measuring the required length as per the design. You can see. So the setting is the most important part of house construction, because if it's wrongly done, at one time the house will be brought down by the authorities when they come to check around. There's National Construction Authority that come and check at any given time, and they come incognito. You will not even know that they are coming, and they make sure they ask your design and the structural drawings, and they measure whether you have followed them or not. So everything here is set, and from here, as you can see the measurements, they are measuring and ensuring everything is set and settled well. This is the important part of house construction. So my good friends, you can see the setting of the house, how it has been done and is going on until they are satisfied that everything has come out well. And that's how we set the house here. As we start, all the other processes will be easier after proper setting of the house. So you can see what we have here are the masons themselves, and they are the people and their experience in this work after several years of working. And each one of them will have a herdsman or herdswoman will bring a material to the point where they are building. Each will be having a particular section of the wall that they will be working on and constructing. My good people, that is house being constructed here. A multi-million shillings house, about 24 million Kenya shillings, and in the US it's about 185 or $186,000, and it's a magnificent house like the one I showed in another video before this one. So those are the masons at work. See what they are doing, putting the mortar and then placing stones, and there is that string to guide him in terms of height, straightness, and all that is required. And you can see they are all of them working at each corner. You see them? They are all working. They are all working, my good people. So you can see, my good people, the work of the first course and the most important one has started after rigorous setting, conform with its all requirement around the house. That's the work ongoing here in this construction. My good people, that is what it is. You can see, the good people can see how fast that the course of this man is almost complete. And you can see, to save the mortar, they have put some papers around where the mortar will fall, and then they will reuse it. You can see that line is almost complete. That course is almost complete, because he's coming at this end here where the rope has been tied. I think it was a very fast fundi. He's making it, and after setting, his herdsman can also come and help. See, that wall is complete. It's only just going to fill the gap with the mortar, and then from there is second course, and on and on. And the house will be many courses by the evening. So almost everything has been set. Only a few areas that they have not set yet, but a major part has been set. It's been set there. Herdsmen have gone for short break. They are going to take tea. Oh, my good people, construction is still going on. Now they are on the second course. In some part they have remained so that they can have easy access of getting material into the house, because as it gets more courses, it will be enclosed and it will be difficult to take things inside there or materials inside the house. This is how it is. Fast moving house. The first course was the most difficult one for setting, but others just fall in place. As you can see, my good friends, the site is busy. Everybody is busy doing one or two things here. As we can now, this one is the ground floor bedroom. It's taking shape, and this is the washroom. This is the kitchen in place here, and this is laundry. My good people, so from inside, this is the kitchen. This being the ground floor. bedroom, self-contained. Here we have got the dining room. Very spacious indeed. And here, the kitchen of the Mortar is the lounge or living room, as we call them here. Very generous. So taking it from the dining room, you can see how expansive the living area is. And this is being the kitchen. And down to the outside there, it is really very spacious and generous house as it has been designed. The other bit here is the lobby and the stair area. And what is being constructed there by that lady is a pantry, or as small as, no, that is seem to be a toilet, washroom for the people who are on the lounge. 2 courses, and that one is only going, and soon we shall see how many courses will be done before they break. That course has been set there. It's just being completed. I request another. That course here has already been set. So my good friends, the lady here is also practicing being a mason. That is wonderful.
Hiki ya chini sitakatwa.
Kata yote.
Hiyo chini sitakatwa. Niende kuna hii.
See the filling of the required gaps between one stone and the other one. Expertly being done. And it's supervisor's eye on her to make sure she does it well. Thank you, my good people. You have seen how the setting of the floor, or the first floor, is done, and we can see now it's at the 4th course, and most likely they will stop at 6th course or so. They could have aimed at going up 7th, but I don't think it will be possible. And that's how it's done here in Kenya, East Africa. Thank you, this is friend Kindungu, vlogging from Superhighway State, Kenya. Thank you for following me. Thank you for being my ardent followers. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'm very pleased person that you do so. For now, let us meet again the next vlog as we take the house construction in the next stage. Thank you. God bless. See you and see you again.